Hi guys, Chris here from Wrath of Course, and I'm sure if you watched the last video I uploaded to YouTube, we actually made a pretty cool little game crafter purchase. We've got a copy of Illuminate Souls, we've got a copy of Cards of Creation, on top of that we even got copies of the future set which is coming before Christmas this year, which is going to be DVD Dragons versus Demons. Now, in this video in particular, we're going to be opening one of these two decks. We're going to be opening the deck of Demonics, because this video is going to be very special. I'm going to try and get a special guest onto my channel, and we're going to try and do something different where somebody else who's never played the game before is going to open the pack and he's going to have his take on the game and what he thinks of a brand new deck that's never been seen before on YouTube or in person. So as you can see, it's still fully sealed, ready for said guest. At the moment we're just going to be keeping the guest under wraps, but if you want to take your points, post it down in the comments down below. Who do you think is going to be on the show? So we have got a deck of Demonics to open in this pack. This is obviously purchased from the Game Crafter. It's got the large box because you get a few bits and bobs inside it. Quick announcement, the prices of these decks are now going down in price by about $3, and they're going to be on the Game Crafter for about 15-16 bucks. They used to be 20, but I've took the booster pack out of it and kept that as an optional purchase, what you can buy separately. So you're going to just be getting the starter deck and all the bits and bobs. The other thing to note as well is there's going to be a value pack. If you've already got a rule book and the elements and stuff like that in the pack from previous packs, and you don't want to buy all the extra stuff in here, you can buy the deck of Demonics and the deck of the Dragon Era in one simple box. You might have to filter it out yourself, depending on how the cards are printed, but it's going to be a lot cheaper than buying these separately. It's going to save you about $10 or something like that. Anyway, let's get into this deck. So, deck of Demonics is a mostly black only deck. There's a little twinge of green in there, but it's nothing major. It's mostly a solid colour, and that's a first for Wrath of Course. There's never been a pre-constructed deck which is focused around one primary colour. And that comes to the flip side of the dragon, because we've got 3 colours in here. This is going to be the hardest deck to play. Okay, so get rid of the cellophane. This is the box. I'm sure you've all seen how the boxes are before. Inside the box we have got lots of pre-wrapped bits. So first hand we have got the die and a load of black and green elements. As you can see, there's only 3 green because you don't really utilise much green in this deck, but the vast majority are all black elements. Then you've got a rulebook, which is pretty standard. It's got all the information you need on how to play the game. And then you've got the deck as well. So, inside the deck, we need to find the core. Now the core is obviously your starting your character, where you can't let this die. So this is the core. It's called the Core of Nightmares. It's got 7,000 health. To charge it, basically you need to lose HP due to damage not from a damage pool, so basically no battle damage. If you lose health any other way, then you get to charge this core. Once you get 5 charges on your main phase, you can remove 5, and your opponent loses 300 health and discards a card from the hand and the top of their deck. So they're basically getting rid of 2 cards and 300 health. So it's a pretty cool card. The way this deck works is a little bit of self-sacrifice. So obviously if your opponent's playing like Red Burn, for example, you're going to be taking a lot of damage to the face, which is going to charge this. However, there are a lot of cards in this deck where you, every now and then, you will simply lose 100 HP due to an effect. That also accounts for units which could potentially miss on a 1, and also has the negative effect of losing 100 health. That will also charge this core, because that damage effect is not actually part of the damage pool. Okay, so so this is one of our rare cards. So you can use black, black, green, and green, black and or green. It's a bit complicated, but it's easily playable in this deck. Destroy any one unit in play and draw a card. You and your opponent lose 100 HP, so again that's going to trigger your core, as well as your opponent losing 100 HP. Very nice card. Massive excavation. So destroy a terrain you have in play. Obviously any cards which are occupying it are also destroyed, so ideally you don't want to target a terrain in play which has a unit occupying it. Generate 2 elements that share its colour. So for example, if you really need 2 green for whatever reason, you can use this on a forest and generate 2 elements instead of it usually generating 1. You can also use it early game on a black terrain, which can obviously give you a jump start with units. Dark Energy. I've just seen one of these somewhere. This is actually one of the homemade cards. So Dark Energy, I had a lot of fun designing this card. Another thing to note as well is that the artwork here has actually been scanned in at a higher DPI resolution, which is pretty cool. It costs 4 blue or 4 black, or a mix of either or. Any one unit in play loses its red ability this turn. If the cost to play this card was solid black, that unit only hits on a 3 to a 6 and no other effects action from it. So it basically nullifies a lot of your opponent's unit's effects. If the cost to play this card was solid blue, that unit's base attack and HP are set to 200 for the rest of this turn. So that's very good for if your opponent's got a powerful unit in play. You can basically sublime it down a little bit to something a bit more weaker. Haunting Tree, which is a relic. If the cost to play this card was solid black, the terrain of the stack now generates black and or green elements instead. If you destroy the relic, your opponent discards a card and you lose 100 HP, again triggering your core. Horde of Bones. Demons and beasts on the stack gain 200 attack. You can also use it in a dragon deck, where they gain 200 HP. Here we've got Carbon. These are the terrain cards now. They do come from the WAE set. So this is your royalty rare for the pack, so it costs 4 black and then a black and or a red. It's a 700-600 units, so it's quite the beast. On a 1 you miss, you lose 100 HP, triggers your core, hits on a 2 to a 3. 4, your demons in battle gain 100 attack this turn. 5, hit, this unit gains 400 battle. And then that was a 5, sorry. 6, hit, destroy a dragon, wyvern or human unit that's currently in play and you lose 100 HP. So obviously this is going to be good against most decks because of that 6 ability. Demon Warrior, basic unit. Fanatic Demon, uncommon unit. Sharp-toothed Serpent. Mountain Fiend. Dismembering Blow. Devilish Stalk. Another Dark Energy. Devil's Horn. You will also have to turn off restriction on the Game Crafter. You need to turn Safe Search off because there's going to be blood and gore and stuff in this pack. Horde of Bones, Crypt Coffin, Grueling Tentacles, which is your rare wonder. Whenever a unit dies, remove it from the game instead. If 10 units are removed by this wonder, destroy this card and draw 3 cards. Carnage Terrain, Terrain. Illusion Demon, one of your rares. So it's a 500-300 unit. On a 5 you prevent 300 damage dealt to this unit. If you roll a 6 you prevent all damage dealt to this unit. When it enters play, if you use at least 3 different colours to play this unit, your opponent discards the top 2 cards of their deck. Battle Worn Archdemon, this is artwork which is actually on the front of the box. I actually quite enjoyed creating this artwork, it's pretty cool. Costs 3 black and then 3 black and or red. Enter. If this unit's play cost was solid black, your opponent discards the top 2 cards of their deck. Obviously it's mostly black deck, so you shouldn't have a problem playing this. It's also an 800-500 unit, which is pretty damn powerful. On a 6, it gains an extra 100 attack power as well, so it's probably going to be one of the more powerful units in the game, this set. Fanatic Demon, Towering Ghoul, Mountain Fiend, Devilish Stalk, Dismembering Blow, Massive Excavation, Devil's Horn, Haunting Tree, so you get, that's another relic, sorry, Crypt Coffin, Another grueling tentacle, so you get 2 of the same wonder. The rares, pretty cool. Carbon, 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 bog, bog. Realm of Darkness, this is one of your uncommon. This is basically your special terrain for the pack. This terrain cannot be destroyed by non-black cards. Pretty cool. It generates a black element. If you lose 500 HP, which don't forget will trigger your core, this terrain generates an extra black, red or green element next turn. So obviously it will help you play Illusion Demon for the red. It will help you play a little bit of green if you need to get your royalty rare out into play. You can also use this in a variety of other decks as well. Another battle worn Archdemon, Demon Warrior, Towering Ghoul, and another Sharp Tooth Serpent. So that's basically this deck, guys. The video is already 10 minutes long, so I'm going to have to cut it pretty short soon. Don't like them getting too long. But yeah, that is the deck of Demonics. As you can tell, to play the game you need to sacrifice a little bit of your own health to charge your core. It's got a lot of powerful units in play in its deck. So yeah, that will focus on obviously battering your opponent as quickly as possible. It's a very easy deck to play. It's mostly black. You're going to have a little bit of green where you need it, like to play your rare. You might just need 1 green there. And the royalty rare, pardon me, wherever the royalty rares disappear to, you do need 1 green for that one. But that's obviously where you need to try and utilise other cards to help this deck. So yeah, we go. That is the deck of Demonics. You can get this on the Game Crafter very shortly. The announcement video will be after the deck of the Dragons, or the Dragon Era should I say, which like I said before, we're going to try and get a special guest on that one. Alright guys, thanks a lot for this video. Let me know which was your favourite piece of artwork. I've definitely had a lot of fun designing SET3. I think my artwork has improved quite a bit personally, and you know, I'm getting a lot more artwork worked on in the future sets as well. So for example, one of my latest pieces is something like this, which I'm really pleased with. There's going to be a few more coming like that as well. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo.